So we're going to go over multiples and least common multiple. So as you probably know, a multiple is a number that's multiplied by another integer. All right? And a common multiple is just a number that is a multiple of two or more numbers. Right? And today we're going to be going over finding the least common multiple, which is the smallest non-zero number that is a multiple. Right? So for example, let's add two numbers. Let's add 6 and I had 8. Alright. Let's say I wanted to find the least common multiple of these two numbers. Right? There's two ways you can do this. There's two good ways. So the first way is the list method, and you use this if the numbers are kind of easy to work with and you're only working with two numbers. So you're just going to list out the multiples starting from 1. Alright. So 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3, 18. 6 times 4 is 24. And you can just keep going, but I'm going to stop at 24. Alright. Let's go to 8. So multiples for 8. 8 times 1 gives me 8. 8 times 2, 16. 8 times 3 is 24. Alright. And now for the least common multiple. Alright. That's the smallest number here that's listed that they both share. Alright. Looking at the list, I see 24 for 8, and I see 24 for 6. So the least common multiple between 6 and 8 is 24. 24 is the smallest multiple that they share. Alright, let's try, there's another method which is called prime factorization. And this method is generally used if you have more than two numbers, or if your numbers are harder to work with. Alright, so let's take a crack at it. So let's add 6, 9, well, let's get a bigger number, let's say 16. Let's say I'm working with these three numbers, I'm trying to find the least common multiple with prime factorization. Right? A few ways you can do this. Easier way if you're starting off, just use a factor tree and find the prime factors of each number individually. So let's start with 6. Alright, 3 times 2 is 6. So these are my prime factors right here. Can't go any lower. Alright, let's go to 9 next. Prime factor. So 3 times 3 gives me 9 prime factors. So we got it for 9. Let's go to 16. And then pick two numbers that you can multiply to get to 16. We can go with 4 times 4. Gives me 16, right? And then 4 and 4, these aren't prime. I can make them smaller. So 2 and 2. Same here. 2 and 2, alright? Now you take the prime factors, alright, circle them so it's easier. So now we're going to list the prime factors for each of these numbers over here. Alright, so we got 3 and 2. I'm going to list that as 3 times 2. So right here. And then we have, for 9, we got 3 and 3. If you have the same numbers in the bottom, just go ahead and write them as exponents, right? So 3 and 3, we could write that as 3 squared, right? So 3 squared for 9. And for 16, we got 4 2's, right? We can write that as 2 to the 4th power, right? Because there's 4 2's, right? And now that we have them written, alright, this is how you pick what numbers you're going to multiply by to get your LCM, right? First, you're going to look at the list here, and you're going to circle unique prime factors, alright? So prime factors only appear once here. And looking, there's no unique prime factors, because we have 3 that appears twice and 2 that appears twice. Alright, so next we're going to look at common factors, alright? We're going to circle common factors with the highest power. Alright, so we have 3 here, then we have 3 squared. Alright, so this is a higher power. And then we're going to look at the other common factor, which is 2. Alright, And 2 to the 4th power is the highest power. So we're going to circle 2 to the 4th power. Alright? So remember, so the first two we're trying to look at unique prime factors that only appear once. If we didn't find any. Next we're going to circle prime factors with the highest power, and we did that here. Alright, the last step is whatever you circle together, you're going to multiply together. So we have 3 squared multiplied by 2 to the 4th. Alright. So that's just going to be 9 times 16. And that gets us 9 times 10 is 90. 9 times 6 54. 144. Right? So our least common multiple between all these three numbers is 144. And prime factorization is the best way to do it when you got three or more numbers, or they're hard to work with. Can you imagine doing a list method with this? You'd have to keep multiplying until you get to ridiculous numbers. And that's just very time consuming. So hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.